say remix.
Well, look who's back. Welcome back to United View. Hope everyone is doing very well, having a good Wednesday afternoon, morning, evening, wherever you are in the world, however you're watching, welcome. As you can tell, I'm a little bit stuffed up, which would explain why there has not been any live content the last few days. Yes, I've been under the weather. That's why. I've been ill, I've been sick, I've been bedridden, but I am back. I am back this evening because I have to be here. I have to be here because I want to watch history. That's why. I want to see history. We're seeing the first ever African side in a World Cup semi-final. It's Morocco versus France. Morocco going to avenge England's loss against Les Bleus this evening. So it's going to be a big one. So be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right-hand corner as well. We're going to be in for a long one, I feel like, this evening as well. So, yes, be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. But before we get into anything, before we get into team news, before we get into tactics, before we get into statistics, predictions, etc., before we get into today's match view, of course, this show is brought to you by Fresh Ego Kid. Fresh Ego FC will be, for the third year, facilitating their annual Community Giveback for Campaign for Change to provide an essential hamper and gifts to families from low-income, vulnerable, and at-risk families. This year, Fresh Ego FC is partnering with Anthony Joshua's charity Clean Herts Community. This year, especially with global inflation and fuel poverty, those families, along with other families, will struggle to provide the basics this Christmas. Last year, through donations, Fresh Ego FC was able to give back to 120 families, but this year, they expect to be supporting more than 350 families as the holidays get closer and closer, as this festive period really kicks into full gear. Of course, with the freezing temperatures at the moment, it's a really well-worthy cause. And as always, here's a message from AJ himself, Anthony Joshua, to give you some more details.
People, I hope you're good. So the festive period is fast approaching, and what I've come to realise is that a lot of people are actually unsure on how to kind of connect with communities and give back. So what I've done is my organisation has teamed up with another organisation to do some projects where we're going to be doing community work and spending time in communities and doing some give back projects, right? So we want to raise some funds, we want to get some items because it's going to be rolled out across the whole year as well. This ain't just a one-stop shop. So if you want to get involved, follow the link, follow the Instagram page, the social pages for more info, and your help will be appreciated. We'll be there, I'll be there. It'll be a big community day. Don't worry about that, Leaf. And yeah, we appreciate your support fully, yeah? God bless, be safe, and I'll catch up with you all soon.
As always, words from former heavyweight champion of the world, Anthony Joshua. And if you do wish to get involved, as always, guys, links in the video description. It sends you to a Just Giving page if you wish to donate. If you just want to find out more information, you can do so. If you want to get in touch with how you can help out, all the info's in the video description. Really well-worthy cause in this festive period. You know, I'm out of breath because I just ran to the thermostat to turn it down. It's boiling in there, absolutely boiling. It's the illness is what it is. But be sure to smash a like on the like button, guys. Palmeiras is in the chat, says big up Owen, let's get it, come on Morocco. Red Baron says Marcel's fruit strikes again. It was not, although now that you mention it, Red Baron, last time I was ill and out of action for a couple of days was Marcel's poisoning in the summer. And this time, what happened? I was with Marcel in the studio on Saturday, and I've been sick ever since. Do I need to be concerned? Do I need to be worried? I don't know. Steffi Jenks says, I can't stay but take care of. Big up Steffi Jenks. Big up the mods and big up the members. There's 2 members videos dropped today, by the way, guys. A live Q&A, which hopefully will become a bit more of a regular occurrence here on the channel, did drop for the members. And on top of that as well, the latest episode of UV Raw also dropped as well. Long time coming, but it did drop today. If you wish to join the UV Members Club, you can do so. Links in the video description. It's also the pinned comment in the live chat. You get your badges, your emojis, and your exclusive members-only content, such as UV Raw. A new episode is out right now. So you can go check it out if you are a member of the UV Members Club. The original member, the first ever member of the UV MC, Starlord, is here and says, big up everyone. Hope all is good. Hope you're doing good, Starlord. Victor says, big up Owen. King in the Indies says, Morocco. Palmeiras says, Marcel trying to silence anyone who's positive about De Gea now. I mean, we can get into conspiracies, but yes. Yes, he is. I blame it on all Marcel. No, I do not. He sent me a very nice message, actually, because obviously we were meant to do the morning view on Monday, and I couldn't because I was so ill. So I messaged him, and he made he said that he was if I needed anything to let him know, he was going to send over some ginger or some teas. And I said, Marcel, I'm sick enough as it is. I don't need any more poisoning. I think he was trying to kill me off. He saw, I respect it. He saw weakness and he went, I can get him. This could be the moment. But no, I'm joking, of course. I'm being facetious, as they would say. So I appreciate you, Marcel, as always. Be sure to hit him up on Twitter, Marcel11 or 10. You will not regret it. You will, you will not regret it whatsoever. Team news. What am I rambling on about? Team news. Let's talk teams. Obviously, big game today. I think most people, unless you are French, are going to be supporting Morocco. You know, this would be... We're already at history stages. We're 9 minutes away from kickoff, but first ever African side into a semi-final of a World Cup. I saw something like there's a 62,000 capacity attendance. I think there's going to be like 60,000 Morocco fans. So it's crazy. But team news, in goal for France, you've got Hugo Lloris, the captain. Back four is Koundé, Varane, Konate, and Theo Hernandez, which is, was that a change? Because Upamecano, yes, did play against England, but we've got Konate starting instead today. In front of them, you've got Tchouaméni and Fofana. We then have the front four that's been very successful in this tournament so far, that being Ousmane Dembele, Antoine Griezmann, Kylian Mbappe, and the match winner against England, Olivier Giroud. For Morocco, I'm not sure where Holland came from. For Morocco, you've got in goal Bono. As a back five, it would appear today. So you've got Mazraoui, Saiss, Ugard, Yamik, and Hakimi. In front of them, you've got Boufal, Amrabat, who's been fantastic, Awani, Ziyech, and En-Nesyri. So it looks like it would appear that we're going to see Morocco certainly parking the bus, getting everyone behind the ball, and possibly going all the way to penalties. Could you imagine that? The question is also, are headphones going to work? When I put them in, recently headphones have been a bit temperamental, or earphones, AirPods, whatever you want to call them. Let's have a look. Oh, come on, will this work? Bono just seeing shots of the nose, brilliant. Oh, it works first time. Come on. Austin Baker says, thanks for the great Q&A, and appreciate you tuning in, Austin, as always. Red Baron says, I'm supporting France, so, how dare you? Starlord says, I'm sick too, Owen, I got my head down listening. It's a lot of it going around at the moment, isn't there, unfortunately. It must be said, it properly hit me for six the last 72 hours. I mean, even this morning, I wasn't still too sure if I could do this game this evening, but thanks to a lot of green tea, some ibuprofen, and some sinus medication, I am here. And I will be here until we have a finalist to join Argentina in the 2022 FIFA World Cup final in Qatar. Come on, Morocco. I've got to be honest, you know, I'm going to be unabashedly biased this evening. I will be providing commentary. I've got a green tea here. Boiling. But look at that. Oh, we're witnessing history here, folks. This is exciting. Red Baron says Varane versus Martinez in the final, our two best players. Manchester United are back in action a week today. We're back in action. Carabao Cup, can you believe it? 21st of December. I'm all over the place. December. And here comes the French national anthem. That the France game against England, it must be said, almost feels like a blur to me at this point. From what I can recall, England played well. And I got a message from some of my friends today going, oh, this should be us. And just amazing. In the multiverse somewhere, England are lining up for a semi-final against Morocco here. And we'd be feeling completely different as England fans, of course. But look, if you don't take your chances against the best sides in the world, particularly the world champions, you will get hurt. You will get punished. And that's what happened with England. If you're going to miss penalties like Harry Kane did, unfortunately, you're gonna get punished. But as far as the fallout of that about new coaches, again, I hadn't really thought of it. And to be honest, I mean, how would England do against Morocco? I don't know. I still think Morocco are being underrated somewhat, you know. They've been brilliant throughout this tournament. Concede 1 goal. They're something else. They really are. And as I keep saying, tournament football is different. You don't have to win games. You just have to make sure you don't lose in tournament football. Get to penalties. Get to extra time. Win games 1-0. Get people behind the ball. People can say, I park the bus. Anti-football. Tournament football is different. The best teams don't always win tournaments, you know. They don't. Or on paper anyway. Oh, look at the coach. Look at the coach go. Oh, that's brilliant. He's absolutely screaming out. Good for him. That's what I like to see. Passion. Before the kickoff's even started. Come on. Listen to that noise inside the Al Bat Stadium. Oh. Bono singing with a smile on his face. What a huge moment for African football. Big moment for African football. Big moment for global football. I just hope that it's a competitive game this evening, you know. From what I did see yesterday, I didn't even see the game because I was so out of it. Because I was on it felt like my deathbed yesterday. But 3-0 was very convincing, Argentina over Croatia. I want to see a classic semi-final. And I think that's incumbent on Morocco rising to the occasion, being at it, not letting the pressure get too much, and going for it. Be sure to smash a like on the like button, guys. Let's see if we can get a 50 before kickoff. That's only 11 away. I feel a little bit rusty with all this. So yeah, let's see if we can get to 50 before kickoff. That's always the aim. 50 before kickoff, 100 before half time, 150 before the second half starts, and 200 by the end of the game. That's what we always do. Those standards we keep setting ourselves here. Cesar Ramos from Mexico is the referee for this one. Hugo Lloris, captain for France, faced 2 penalties against England. Kane scored 1, blasted the other over the bar. Romain Saiss is back. Obviously, he had to come off in the last game. After that, I mean, he had his whole hamstring just taped up. But he's back today. HPT with a super chat says, France 2, Morocco 1. HPT has spoken his prediction. Get your predictions in as well. But again, it looks like a 5-4-1 for Morocco today, which is slightly different. I mean, they're not afraid to change systems. It's certainly more defensively minded. They're getting people behind the ball. It's very clear what Morocco are going to try and do to get to this World Cup final. They're going to try and either do what they did against Portugal, that's nick a goal, or they're going to go all the way to penalties or extra time. And that's fine. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. 2 likes away from 50, by the way. As there's Kylian Mbappe, who I actually thought Kyle Walker did all right against, to be honest. Not that it matters, we lost. And Nesri for Morocco. All-time top goal scorer for Morocco in World Cups with just the 3 goals. It's going to be Morocco with the kickoff. Let's go, guys. Let's have a classic. Waiting for the countdown. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're off. Let's go. Second semi-final in the FIFA World Cup. France versus Morocco. Morocco deemed as the away side in this one. How much do Morocco have left? Their history-making run in this World Cup. Is it over? Or are they only just getting started? 90, possibly 120 minutes remains between them and even more history. Will we see it? Speaking of which, here's Mazraoui. Down Morocco's left-hand side. Going to travel with the ball. Cuts back inside. It's now Boufal. Awani. Amrabat, who's just been superb, hasn't he? Really has been absolutely superb, Amrabat. Been linked with big ties. Griezmann, Dembele's got the ball down the right-hand side. Listen to that noise inside the stadium. Ousmane Dembele picked up the ball, and you could hear whistles, boos. This is basically a home game for Morocco, it feels like at this point. Amrabat travels forward with the ball. Koundé manages to dispossess, puts it out for a throw-in to the adulation from the crowd in attendance in Qatar. Again, Morocco might be deemed as the away side by the draw, but certainly with the people in the crowd, feels like a home game. Fleck is in the chat. That's Fleck. Says, come on, the Rockans. Fleck's adopted. Fleck's like Giovanni Infantino. Today I feel Moroccan. Amrabat. Ziyech. Well, there's a change. I was just going a bit quiet there because there's a change with the lineups here. Dari has replaced the centre back. It's a very, very late change. I was just trying to figure that out. There's a change. There was a late change in the back four. One of the centre backs has gone out, and it's Dari going to be replacing him. So just last minute, Morocco have made the change. Not the first time they've done that, of course, in this tournament. We had Bono in the group stage leave just before or after the national anthem was played. So we're seeing that again. No change in system, though, for Morocco. And surprisingly, Morocco had quite a bit of the ball so far. Just Josh Media, graphics guru, visual ninja, is in the chat. Says, does everyone want Morocco? Not everyone. And there might be a country called France that might not want Morocco to win. But yes, I'm being facetious. I do. Red Baron says no, wants France to win. Josh, I'm not even going to put your comment up on the screen. How dare you? Amrabat wins the ball back. I'm still not over it. Bono. Yamik. Gives the ball to Awani. And it would appear France are going to try and do what they did against England, which is, Hakim Ziyech tried to take on Theo Hernandez, which is actually let the opposition have a lot of the ball and play on the counter-attack, which is going to be interesting because Morocco in this tournament so far haven't really liked to have a lot of the ball, seemingly. So it's going to be really interesting. Listen to the noise inside the stadium. My goodness me. The boos and the whistles when France have the ball, such as this case with Konate, is incredible. It's Theo Hernandez. Rafael Varane. Manchester United's Rafael Varane. The Wraith, the Ghost, the Phantom. I can't do it as well as Fleck. Especially in this ill state. Here's Konate once more. Puts it out wide to Kylian Mbappe. Tchouaméni. Varane. Through ball. Griezmann. He's in behind. Antoine Griezmann. Puts it to the edge of the box. Oh, Mbappe blocked. Mbappe another one. Blocked again. Comes out to Theo Hernandez. It's 1-0. And the Moroccan bubble has been burst already. And they couldn't handle the pressure. It's Theo Hernandez. He didn't even start the tournament. Inside 5 minutes, France are 1-0 up. And oh my goodness, we weren't expecting that. What can Morocco do now? The ball was cut back to Mbappe. Blocked once, blocked twice. Theo Hernandez picks up the ball and puts it in the back of the net. The worst possible side for the North Africans has been established. And it's a great through ball. It's a great through ball to Griezmann. Cuts it back to the penalty spot to Mbappe. Blocked once, blocked twice. And it just drops to Theo Hernandez. And somehow he manages to find it in the back of the net. He's still got a lot to do, Theo Hernandez. Beats Bono, beats the defender on the line, which is Dari. And he manages to score it. It's 1-0. Really poor defending from Morocco. You don't expect it. They've only conceded 1 goal in the tournament so far. And just having another look at this. Bono, could he do better? He makes himself big, but it's not enough. Dari, should he do better on the line? It's a soft goal. It's a really, really soft goal. Somehow Dari doesn't manage to clear it. Somehow Bono doesn't manage to save it. And it's 1-0 to France. And that's not the start that the African side wanted. They now need a goal. And there's 85 minutes, 84 minutes, in which they can't concede again. Wow. Not a good start. And now France, this could get quite ugly quite quickly. It's upon Morocco to react. I think that I'm surprised by how poor defending that was. Even the pass, I think it might have been Varane with the pass to Griezmann. The Moroccan defender kind of slips and then Griezmann's in behind. He cuts it back to the penalty spot. And the initial blocks to Mbappe were good, but they don't react to the third shot, which is Theo Hernandez. I think the goalkeeper has to do better. I don't know what Dari's doing on the line, excuse me. And it's poor. It's very, very poor. The worst possible start. And that's a poor pass to Mazraoui. Goes out for a throw-in. We're just seeing the replay again. Keeper needs to be doing more. Dari, that's so poor on the line, Dari. You've got to be pragmatic and proactive. Go meet the ball instead of waiting for it to come to the goal line. Of course, Theo Hernandez replaced Lucas Hernandez. Did his ACL in the first game. That's a bit better by Hakimi. Turns in behind. Hakimi can travel with it. Here's Ziyech. Picks up the ball. He goes down. No foul given. And now they're going to travel with the ball. The Moroccan fans clearly aren't happy. Kylian Mbappe. One-on-one with Amrabat. Shifts inside. Nearly fouled to Fofana. And now comes back to Antoine Griezmann. G421 says keeper could have gone it and get it in his box. Just Josh Media says keeper should have went for it. A lot of people with a lot of reactions to a start of 8 minutes in and it being France 1, Morocco 0. Amrabat. Awani. Puts it out wide. That's a bit better. Here's Hakimi. Hakim Ziyech. Ziyech tries to force it through to Hakimi. Goes out for a France goal kick. That right-hand side's been so strong for Morocco throughout this tournament, hasn't it? That side of Hakimi, Ziyech. Onahi also as well. Be sure to click that like button, guys. Already 33 away from 100, which is the aim for half-time. We can get there early. Of course we can. But what a perfect start for France. I mean, talk about that as well. I mean, you have to give credit to France at the same time. Obviously, all the talk has been about Morocco coming into this. The atmosphere is hostile, to say the least, and France have just managed it. Clinical, like they were against England, and that was the point against England. England played better against France. They were probably the better side, but you've got quality players that are clinical. Give them a couple of chances, they'll get 2 or 3 goals. France had 1 chance in this game. They're 1-0 up. That's what they do. Here's Unahi. That's a bit better. Now can travel with the ball. Unahi takes a shot. Oh, it was a good save from Lloris. Oh, it was a good save. I mean, I think he should make it, but it's still a really good save from Unahi. And Hugo Lloris with his left hand parries it away. And that's a bit better from Morocco. Nearly 10 minutes in, still France 1, Morocco 0. Hakim Ziyech, looking to skip past the 2 French defenders, can't. Theo Hernandez is going to try and see it out. Clears the ball up the line. Goes to Amrabat, though. There's Yamik. That's a good spin from Boufal. 1-2 with Hakimi. Boufal goes down. He wants a foul from Tchouaméni. Referee's not going to give it. Boufal is furious, screaming at the linesman. And here comes France on the counter-attack once again. Dangerous moments for Morocco. Koundé. Ousmane Dembele is going to try and travel. Cuts back inside. Dembele to Antoine Griezmann. He's got to go for a switch. Looking for Mbappe. There might have been a tug on the shoulder. I think it was offside anyway. It was Hakimi on Mbappe because he was offside. The two PSG teammates, very good friends. They've been talking to each other on social media, meeting them after games. That's going to be a battle today. We're just going to see this shot from Unahi. It's a good shot, actually. Keeper's comfortable. Lloris should save it. If it goes in, there's questions of the France captain. But it's a save with his left hand. Keeps it 1-0. Ball out wide to Mazraoui. Just about keeps it in. But now France have the ball once again. Konate. Amrabat slipped. Griezmann. And you just get the feeling maybe quality might just rear its head in this game. And that might be the difference already. Theo Hernandez. Fofana. Mbappe. Raphael Varane. Looking as calm and composed as always. Ousmane Dembele. Varane once more. Konate. All of the Moroccan players behind the ball. And you get the feeling as well that in the last few games that Morocco have won at this World Cup, they've allowed themselves to sort of build momentum as the game goes on. Staying resolute, staying tight, staying defensively reassured, and just building up that momentum as the game goes on. It's a completely different game already now. I mean, they've played a 5-4-1. So they've really assumed that we're going to sit behind the ball for the majority of the game and try and nick it. They didn't expect to concede this early. That's the problem. Giroud. Oh, it's a poor pass. Goes out for a France third. It was a pass towards Mbappe, but just gets it wrong. 25 likes away from 100, by the way, guys. If you haven't already, click that like button. Morocco nearly made it to 14 hours without conceding, but couldn't make it there. Of course, the only goal they conceded in this tournament was an own goal, but now an actual opponent has scored at them for the first time. Oh, that's a poor pull. And then Dembele's going to pressure. Yamik does well. Here comes Mazraoui. There he is. Mike Phelan, myself, with the eyes emoji, which can only mean one thing. Remember when he used to hack into broadcasts? I forgot about that. That's just reminded me the last few minutes. The feeling signal. The feeling hijack. And then the way he would talk is, it'd be really close to the microphone like this. You got to get the likes up, guys. Free kick to Morocco. It's a foul by Fofana. I see. This is what I don't understand, Red Baron. Mike Phelan and Josh are completely different people. They're different people. This has always been a thing. People think, oh, is Mike Phelan Josh? No, they're different people. It says there, two different people, completely different. Hakim Ziyech stands over this free kick. Morocco's number 7. Ball into the box. Headed away by Konate. Nearly went to, I think it was Dari. He must be looking to redeem himself after not blocking the goal on the line. Here's Ousmane Dembele. Once again, the boos ring out around the stadium. Tchouaméni. Koundé. I mean, that's confirmation. They're both in the chat, so they must be different people. Otherwise, how would they be talking? You know, let's use logic here. Here's Varane. Koundé. Varane once more. Boufal. Varane. 15 minutes gone. France 1, Morocco 0. Here comes Teo Hernandez. Mbappe nearly skipped away from Hakimi. Amrabat's won the ball back though. Been really one of several star players for Morocco in this tournament. That's a good turn. Boufal keeps travelling with the ball. Boufal. Ziyech in the box. Oh, he just slips. It was an opportunity. It was a good breakaway for Morocco as well. Amrabat to Boufal. Travels with the ball. Gives it to Ziyech as he's travelling into the box and he just slips. It's a good counter-attack. It really is. Boufal travels at speed really well. And it's a good weighted pass to Ziyech. And he just slips and then slices it. But that's a good opportunity for Morocco. Just a little bit of a reminder. Actually, you know what? Oh, here comes Giroud. He's through on goal. Olivier Giroud hits the post. Olivier Giroud could have put a nail in the coffin early on in this one. It could be over. Olivier Giroud through on goal and he smashes the woodwork here. It's simple. It's a ball over the top. And the centre-back, he just loses the flight of it. It's Saiss. He loses the flight of it and smashes it, does Giroud. Just kind of slices it a little bit. And it hits the post. I think Saiss has got to go off. I said I was surprised that he was playing this game because for the last 2 games, we've been talking about how his hamstring's completely screwed. He pulled his hamstring or tweaked his hamstring in the last 16. I was flabbergasted he played in the quarterfinals. He had to come off eventually because his hamstring was screwed. I'm flabbergasted he's playing today in the semi-finals. He's got to come off. His hamstring's done. He knows his hamstring's done. We're into the 18th minute. It's still France 1, Morocco 0, but frankly, it could be 2 already. And maybe it might be too much for Morocco. Maybe, just maybe. I mean, it's not as if Giroud's got a ton of pace as well. You know, Saiss couldn't keep up. And Olivier Giroud is hardly a pace merchant. Here's Ziyech. Goes for a switch. Aiming for Mazraoui. Good touch. But easily won back by Koundé. I think we're going to see a substitution here. And already they'd have lost 2 centre-backs. Remember, they originally were going to have another centre-back start. And Dari had to replace him. Here is Saiss. And who's going to come on? It might be Amala. I mean, maybe they'll change shape. Maybe they'll just take the centre-back out and try and go back to the formation they were using previously, which was a 4-3-3. They might just decide, you know what, it didn't work for 18 minutes. Since Saiss is coming out, we'll just go back to the shape that did work for us. Unahi. Good back heel to Hakim Ziyech. Ball into the box. Easy for Lloris to collect. It was really going to be really difficult for Boufal to get to that one. Here's Koundé. Victor says, Morocco surviving. Remy says, can't wait for Varane to get his proper shirt number next season. We're 15 likes away from 100, by the way, guys. Nearly 200 people watching. But that's a good ratio. If we can get to 100, that's a good ratio. And I think we're going to see a change in shape. I don't think he's going to go like for like by taking off Saiss. I think he's going to revert to what was working. I think Amala's going to come on. I think we're going to go to a 4-3-3. I think Ziyech and Boufal will be pushed up high to line up with En-Nesyri. And I think Amala will probably go to the left-hand side of a midfield 3. I think that's probably what they'll do. Because that's what's brought them success so far in the tournament. Antoine Griezmann tried to play a through ball. And it's a foul to Morocco. Choco Paid putting in the emojis, such as the multiple KG emojis. There's the usual KG emojis, and there's the KG sprayed on hair emoji as well. Remember, you can get all of them if you're a member of the UV Members Club. Links in the video description, so also the pinned comment in the live chat as well. Get your badges, your emojis. Emojis such as those 2 KG emojis. Actually, can someone do me a favor? And can someone that is a member that's in the live chat, can you put in every single emoji you can get in the UV Members Club? We'll put it up on the screen. You'll get your badges, your emojis, and your exclusive members-only content. Two, not one, but 2 members videos dropped today. A live Q&A plus the latest episode of UV Raw. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. There you go, Choco Pay. That's all the emojis you can get. You can see them right there. The bomb, the Phelan, the Fleck, the KG, the Owen with the shades, Marcel's porridge, KG with the spray on, the red and yellow cards. Oh, there's more coming soon as well. Well, let's just leave it there. Is Amrabat. 3 likes away from 100 as well, by the way, guys. The spirit of the UV community. Bono. Out to Yamik. And as I mentioned, I think we're seeing a change in shape. Here's Yamik. Onahi. Out to Mazarawi. Oh. Just lost by Onahi. Out for a France throw-in. Here's Chouameni to Konate. Kylian Mbappe gets the ball, turns with it. Here's Theo Hernandez. Passes it all the way back to Konate. France firmly in control of this one so far. Here's Boufal. Mazarahi. And that's Dari on the ball. Gives it forward to Ziyech. Turns inside out. That's a good pass. Gets it all the way out to Hakimi, who hasn't been able to get as forward as you probably would like so far in this game. His main priority is to deal with Kylian Mbappe. No easy task. But here is Hakimi. Amala on the ball. The recent substitute now on the pitch. That's a free kick given to France. It was Theo Hernandez that went down. Hakimi's not very happy. Gemini says he thinks it's going to be 4-1 to France. But everything's gone exactly how France would like to so far, let's be honest. As we're 23 minutes in, France 1, Morocco 0. Could have been 2. Olivier Giroud hit the post as well. Here's Raphael Varane. Hugo Lloris, the French captain, looking to pick up consecutive World Cups, of course. If they defeat Morocco, they will book themselves a place in the final against Lionel Messi and Argentina. Ball over the top by Varane. He was aiming for Mbappe. Ball's bouncing around. Morocco have won it back, though. Here's Hakimi. Yamik. Oh, Bono's got to be careful. They're trying to play it out from the back here. Dari clears it. And Nesri wins it back, though. That's a bit better. And that's a foul. Free kick to Morocco. Hakim Ziyech with the captain's armband in the absence of Saiss, who's now gone off with the injury. It was a foul in the end from Konate on Ziyech. They need to regather themselves, certainly, don't they? Moroccan fans still really trying to G up their team. Just because you're 1-0 down doesn't mean it's over. There's still plenty of time to go. But the world champions have the advantage. Mazarawi with the throw-in. Here's Yamik. To Dari. Yamik once again. As I mentioned, Morocco have now changed their shape. Here's Amrabat. Been linked to huge moves across Europe. Linked to the Premier League sides. Linked to sides across Europe, such as Atletico Madrid. Currently plays for Fiorentina. Speaking of which, here comes Amrabat. Plays the ball out to, I think it's Yamik. Oh, it was a shot by Hakimi. Went for a shot, actually, in the end. Cannoned off Konate. And here comes Mbappe. He's got away from his defender. Mbappe. Poor pass in the end. And Wahi wins the ball. And that's a foul on on Onahi. It was a foul by Dembele. As Gemini says, hit the like button, folks. Of course, after today's game, there are only 2 games remaining. The 3rd place playoff, like one of the most least viewed games of the World Cup, and also the final, which of course is on Sunday. Argentina are there, but who will they be playing? Will it be France or Morocco? Oh, Ziyech. He got past. Oh, is that going to be a penalty? He's given it the other way. Interesting. Really interesting. Boufal has been booked. Sofiane Boufal has been booked. They're furious. Theo Hernandez, he got himself in trouble. Let's have a look here. Gets the ball. Oh, I thought that could be a penalty, for a second there, because it looks like Theo Hernandez is the one that initiates contact. How did Boufal get booked for that? I don't know if that's a booking. I really don't know if that's a booking. Theo Hernandez gets lucky because he sells himself to Hakim Ziyech. But a booking for Boufal there. Now, I'm not sure about that at all. Theo Hernandez is down. It's a clash of knees. But I thought it was more a foul the other way, to be honest with you. It certainly wasn't this straightaway booking like the referee gave it. We're just seeing the goal here. Griezmann gets in behind, cuts it back to the penalty spot. One shot blocked by Mbappe, another blocked. Comes out to Theo Hernandez, and it's really poor reaction from Morocco. It's a good finish, but the keeper should do better. Dari on the line should do better as well. Josh said the ref is sus. I don't know what he's booked Boufal for there. Because what is Boufal meant to do? If anything, clearly you can see by the replay, it's Theo Hernandez initiates contact. My initial reaction was that could be a penalty. Never in a million years did I think that was going to be a foul the other way. And definitely not a booking for Boufal. Definitely not a booking. And I'm surprised. Obviously I can hear the commentators in my ear. No mention. No mention of that whatsoever. Very, very strange. Surprised not more was made of it. Nevertheless, it's a free kick to France. Lloris is going to be standing over it. Here's Varane. Koundé. Tchouaméni. Plays it out to Konate. Still plenty of time to go. That's a good pass by Koundé, but it's one back. Here comes Boufal, the booked Boufal. He's got such quick feet, doesn't he? Oh, it's a bad pass, though. Giroud takes it away from Amrabat. Giroud travels. That might be a foul. I think it will be. It's a foul by Amala on Olivier Giroud. He's still good, isn't he? Olivier Giroud, he's still good. He never wasn't good as well. Scored goals, win trophies wherever he was, whether it was Montpellier, whether it was Arsenal, whether it's Chelsea, whether it's Milan. The guy oozes sauce. French sauce. What sauces they are, I don't know. What sauce do they eat in France? But he's quality. He's a top goal scorer for his country for a reason. Koundé. French dressing. But he's more than dressing. He's the main course. Let me get a poll. I forgot to do the poll. Who is advancing to the final? Here comes Morocco, though. Counter-attack. Ounahi gives the ball out wide. Ziyech. He's going to try and get the ball on his right foot. Ziyech. Mazraoui. That's a good ball. Boufal does well. Cuts it back. Flag stayed down. Now it's gone up. Ounahi takes a shot, goes wide. But they're not out of this. They still look dangerous on the counter, though. Poll is in the chat. Who is advancing to the final? France or Morocco? It's a little bit late. "15 minutes to go in this first half. France 1, Morocco 0. Kicked up the pitch. Giroud competed for that header. But now Morocco are trying to get the ball back up the pitch. And Wahi. Onahi. I keep mispronouncing that name. I can't say it. Oh, it's a good through ball. Konate cuts it out. Onahi. That's what I've got to keep. Onahi. Onahi. Pronunciation's important. Onahi. Theo Hernandez there with a throw in for France. Boufal heads it to Mazraoui. Yamik. Good pass out wide to Hakimi. That's got to be a foul by Mbappe. It is. Gemini says Argentina versus France. Who wins? Wow, that's looking too far into the future because anything's possible. Still about 60 minutes of this one to go. Morocco are 1-0 down. But this has been the tournament of upsets. They've lost the ball here, though. Here comes Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. One-on-one with Hakimi. Cuts inside. Mbappe. Edge of the box. Oh, it's blocked. That's got to be offside. Tchouameni's shot hit Olivier Giroud. Giroud was standing in an offside position. Tchouameni had a shot. He was sliding or slipping as it happened. It hit him right in the gut. And Theo Hernandez is down on the floor once again. Oh, it's nasty. It's nasty. He gets caught. Danny Murphy on commentary goes, he's down a lot in this tournament. He's not the toughest in the world. He gets absolutely stamped on by Dari. That is a nasty, nasty one. Oh, I'd be complaining too. Danny Murphy. Onahi. Oh, it's a poor pass. Now France have the ball once again. Griezmann. He just knits everything together, doesn't he? Drops deep enough. He's not really playing in a 10. He sort of plays in a hybrid role. Sort of an 8 and a 10. That might have gone out for a corner. It's a corner kick to France. Mazraoui just reacted a little bit too slow to prevent the ball going out for a corner. And it is going to be a corner to the world champions. And Griezmann's pointing at something. Raphael Varane making his way up to the penalty area. The Rolls Royce. The Wraith, the Ghost, the Phantom. Griezmann to take. Konate now arrives in the box. And it's been skied over the bar by Fofana. And it's a goal kick to Morocco. Just over 10 minutes to go to half time. France 1, Morocco 0. Here's Bono on the ball. To the goal from Theo Hernandez. Although Morocco have had their moments, a couple of saves by Hugo Lloris. But it's the scoreline that matters, certainly. Here's Onahi. Oh, it's given away though. Here comes Tchouameni. He's travelling with the ball. Oh, he shrugs off the tackle easily. Tchouameni, it's a great free ball. Kylian Mbappe's through on goal. It's blocked, taken off the line. Al Yamik, but it's still... Oh, Giroud, he's just missed an opportunity. It should be 2-0. It's absolutely brilliant from Tchouameni. He shrugs off a couple of tackles, gives it to Mbappe. Mbappe would have scored, but it was cleared away from Yamik. But they managed to ricochet back to Olivier Giroud, and he somehow misses this. It's a great block. But once again, that's a great pass by Tchouaméni. It's cleared by Yamik, and literally Tchouaméni, one pass, one touch, gives it to Giroud, puts it wide. And that's now a couple of opportunities. It really could be 3-0 at this point to France. And even though they're 1-0 up, now it just might be an element of doubt creeping in. We should have taken our chances. I was talking about how clinical France have been in this tournament so far. 2 major opportunities since going 1-0 up, and they haven't taken them. Still 1-0 to France. Oh, Bono, you've got to be careful. Bono, oh no! Nearly tackled by Antoine Griezmann. And Nesri went to do a dummy on Varane. Varane looked and went, no chance. That's got to be a foul. It's a hefty tackle by Amrabat. The French bench aren't happy. It was on Tchouaméni. I tell you what, Tchouaméni is a heck of a player. He made those 2 opportunities by himself. Travelling with it, he showed strength, he showed pace, he showed the technical ability, a perfect weighted pass to Mbappe. And even that block from Yamik was literally one touch, gives it to Giroud. And Giroud has to do better. He has to score. Ousmane Dembele. France really starting to dominate now. Here's Varane. Konate. Tchouaméni. Koundé. Varane once again. You just get the feeling, don't you? There are more chances to come for France. They've already made 3 or 4 in this first half. They could have had at least 3 goals. And Morocco, whilst they have had some good endeavour, whilst they have tested Lloris, you're just not sure if you can see that goal coming. Oh, it's a poor pass from Amala. Tchouaméni's got it back. Tchouaméni's having a good game so far. He's somehow in a midfield against Amrabat, who has really dominated the midfield in this tournament. Tchouaméni's just been everywhere. He's just quicker. He's just stronger. I'm really starting to see what Tchouaméni is all about. Varane tries the ball over the top. He was aiming for Mbappe, couldn't find him. Giroud with a flick on. Onahi tries to travel. It's blocked out, but now Morocco have the ball. Amrabat. Oh, he was aiming for Hakimi. It was just a bit short. And now France on the attack once again. Here's Kylian Mbappe. Gives it to Griezmann. Out to Tchouaméni. Koundé. Dembele. Finds Antoine Griezmann. Griezmann is in the box. Oh, it's a really good tackle by El Yamik. He's saying it's a goal kick. I think it's going to be a corner. Like I said, I have actually been really impressed by Griezmann. I think he plays this role in this French team so well. He plays as a 10, but he drops so deep at times, and you just can't pick up sometimes his runs. He decides, he picks the right time, when to suddenly try and get in behind the defence, when to try and split the defence or play in spaces. He's just really difficult to pick up. It's a corner to France. Griezmann to take. Griezmann, 5 minutes before half time. Oh! It was flicked by Varane, actually. It was a ball in. It was a really low-driven ball. And Varane just makes a run across the front post. Just tries to flick it in with his right foot. Keeper had it covered, though. Still 1-0 to France. Morocco only lost 1 of their last 11 matches against European opposition. They've played against France more often than any other European opposition, but they've never actually beaten France. Bono. Boufal. Couldn't make much of it. Goes all the way back to Hugo Lloris. Be sure to smash a like on the like button, guys. Be sure to subscribe as well, bottom right-hand corner. The aim's to get to 150 before the second half, but we can get there before half time. I believe it. We're how many likes away from 150 at this point? Do the maths, Owen. 33? I think we are. 33. Preciousness says, just imagine if Benzema and Kunku never got injured. France are a joke of a team. I mentioned on that, but also they had Paul Pogba and N'Golo Kante just in their squad. I mean, they might not be playing, but if they just had them in the squad, the strength and depth is outrageous. Dembele over the top, couldn't keep it in. Goal kick to Morocco. Short kick. Bono to Dari. El Yamik. Onahi gives it to Dari. Puts it out to Mazraoui on the Morocco left-hand side. Mazraoui tries the ball over the top to En-Nesyri, who, to be honest, has barely touched the ball. Absolutely barely touched the ball in this game. Been easily dealt with by Raphael Varane and Konate. It actually looks like it's Varane who's more man marking En-Nesyri, but hasn't been able to really touch the ball so far. Been a real passenger. Konate travels with the ball, plays a 1-2 with Boufal. Boufal Fofana. I don't know why I always get those. Illness brain. Ziyech wins the ball back. Ziyech goes for a switch. Doesn't go to anyone. Griezmann wins it back. I think he might have been aiming for Amala, but gets quite lucky in the end. Mazraoui gets lucky against Dembele. Boufal. That's a better ball by Amrabat. Here's Hakimi. Onahi tries to play a free ball to Hakimi. It's a good block, actually. It's a corner. It's Konate. Onahi, it's a great weighted ball to Hakimi. And he just manages, Konate, just to track the run the entirety of the way. And he blocks Hakimi's cross. And it goes out for a corner. Corner to Morocco. A couple minutes left in this first half. If Morocco can get something out of this corner, you'd feel like it was against the run of play. They could go into halftime being level. Anything's possible. The delivery has to be good. And En-Nesyri's barely touched the ball as well in this half. Can Ziyech get it to a Moroccan head? Can they get it in the back of the net? That is the question. Ziyech stands over it. Ziyech, ball in. It's not a bad one as well. Oh, it's an overhead kick. Oh, it's in the post. Oh, I can't believe it. Hakimi. Oh, edge of the box. Shoots. Oh, overhead kick. He hit the post. I think it's Yamik. Somehow, some way doesn't score. It'd have been a classic. It'd have been an all-timer. El Yamik, look at this. Overhead. Oh, it's brilliant. It hits the base of the post. The centre-back, they just stand and watch. Comes off his shin. I think Lloris might have had it covered. But in a World Cup semi-final, to pull off that out of nowhere. Oh, hits the post. I think it's glove and post. But nearly El Yamik. Oh. So Morocco they've tested the goalkeeper. They've hit the post. It's not over just yet. But they nearly went into half-time level. You can take nothing for granted in this game. Yes, it's been all France. Yes, they've dominated. Yes, they should be 3-4-0 up. But Morocco are still in it. Hakimi, Onahi. Damn, they get another opportunity before half-time. They've won the ball back. France wanted a foul. They didn't get it. And now it's a corner. Theo Hernandez says no. And Ziyech is going to have an opportunity to get this ball in. His ball in for the last corner was good. The Moroccan crowd starting to make some noise. They believe. Are we going to see a bit more drama before the halftime whistle? 3 added minutes. A minimum of 3 additional minutes. Stoppage time before half time. Hakim Ziyech is going to stand over it. The Moroccan captain. It was a good ball in last time. Can he replicate? Hakim Ziyech, ball in. No. Hugo Lloris catches it at the second attempt. The first ball in was better from Ziyech. It needed to be like that once again. He overhits it. He was aiming for Hakimi, and Lloris pats it and then gets it the second time. "21 likes away from 150, by the way, guys. So if you haven't already, click that like button. It's going to be a throw into Morocco. And you do just... Again, I know that France have had the better of it. I know France have had more opportunities, and if they were more clinical, they'd be 3-4-0 up at the moment. But you just get the feeling that Morocco, as long as they stay in the game. Hakim Ziyech. Hakimi puts the ball into the box. Cleared by Konate. And this is the biggest amount of momentum that Morocco have had throughout the entirety of this first half. Here's Hakimi. Hakimi once more. Boufal, he's gone down. It is going to be giving us a foul. There's a free kick here. We've got about a minute remaining before half-time. And France now are looking a bit uncomfortable. There's the most amount of pressure that France have been under for the entirety of this first half. A couple of corners, a couple of free kicks. And it's Ziyech standing over this set piece. The delivery has to be good again. Put it into a danger zone. Don't overhit it. Don't put it on the goalkeeper's head. Put it onto that penalty spot. See what happens. Play the percentages here. Hakim Ziyech is going to stand over this one. About 30 seconds remaining to go into half-time level. Hakim Ziyech is going to stand over this free kick. Ziyech, ball in. It's not a bad one. Oh, Lloris punches. Good goalkeeping. Amrabat goes down, and he's won another free kick. He lost it, and France are on the counter-attack then. And it's a relief for Amrabat, but he wins a free kick. You've got the Moroccan players saying, well, where's the booking then? Amala wants a booking. He wants a penalty. I tell you what, that's a foul. That's a foul by Tchouaméni. We saw one given earlier on this tournament, Harry Maguire. Feels like a lifetime ago against Varane. Ziyech standing over this free kick. Ziyech, ball in. Oh, it's a good reverse one. Oh, it was so close to Amala. He just doesn't time it. But that's half-time. It's France 1, Morocco 0. But I don't know if it tells the whole story, certainly. France dominated. France had a ton of opportunities. They should be 3 or 4-0 up. But in the last couple of minutes, Morocco get back into the game. They've hit the post from El Yamek with an overhead kick. There's been free kicks. There's been corners. France have been uncomfortable. It's not over just yet, but France are halfway to meeting Argentina in the World Cup final. A really entertaining first half there. And a really, really interesting one as well. Let me know your thoughts about it in the live chat. We get your comments up on the screen as well. Be sure to smash a like on the like button. We're 22 likes away from 150, which is the target for the second half start. So if you haven't already, click that like button. Be sure to subscribe as well. Bottom right-hand corner. Of course, the goal is from Theo Hernandez in the opening 5 minutes. And you did have your concerns about Morocco after France scoring that early. It was surprising because we did see going into this game, Morocco change shape. Throughout the majority of the tournament, they've played a 4-3-3. They didn't today. They went with a 5-4-1. I don't know if the goal's necessarily because of that. It felt like a catalogue of errors. It's a good pass, but El Yamek makes a slip. So Griezmann can spin in behind. He can then cut the ball back to the penalty spot. The first shot by Mbappe kind of misses. He takes another shot. It's blocked. It then ricochets out to Theo Hernandez, and the goalkeeper comes out, tries to make himself big. I don't think he can really cover himself in that much glory. Then on the line as well, Dari doesn't go to meet the ball. He waits for the ball to come to him on the line, which allows it to go in, which I don't understand. So the goal, from a Moroccan point of view, is really, really poor. And then after that, they had chances, several chances. Olivier Giroud has a couple of chances, and Morocco managed to kind of get away with it. But as that half went on, particularly in the last couple of minutes, yes, France should be 3 or 4-0 up, but at the same time, Morocco they did have a couple of opportunities. As long as they're getting set pieces, as long as they're doing what they're doing at the moment, as long as they can have corners with Ziyech standing over them, as long as they can have free kicks with Ziyech standing over them, because technically we know he can put a great ball into the box, they're gonna have an opportunity. I think it's their prerogative at this point just to stay into the game. Stay in the game, hope that something happens, and then if something does happen, and you can equalize, then ride it out to extra time. But at the same time, you would just say, you get the feeling they've got to shore up their defending. They're going to have to ride out their luck. It feels like a lot. Because some of their defending, I think, in this game has been really suspect. You're just seeing the goal. I don't know what El Yamik is doing there. He, for whatever reason, tries to step forward like he's trying to read the pass before it happens, but he gets it all completely wrong. Again, it's a pass from Varane, and I'm not even sure it's a great pass by Varane. Obviously, we love him. It's a United channel, but the centre-back for Weather tries to meet it. It doesn't make any sense. And again, the finish is good from Theo Hernandez, but I think there's got to be major questions asked about the keeper and the defender on the line. He doesn't, what's he doing? Go and meet the ball. Why are you waiting for it to come back? I know it happens quickly, but it's just poor. And then you did worry for Morocco then. 5 minutes in, is this going to be very comprehensive? Is it going to be a 3-4-0 half? It could have been as well. They still had their chances, but the Morocco are still in it, and I think that's the important thing as well. See what you guys are saying as well. Let me know where you're watching from too. We have a fantastic global audience here on United View, so let me know where you're watching from this semi-final. Appreciate you watching it with me, joining me for this one. Austin Baker says, I haven't been watching, just watching your reactions. It sounds great. Well, I appreciate you, Austin, as always. G421 says that a bicycle would have been one of the tournament. Been fantastic from Yamik. There's a bicycle kick, hits the base of the post. I think Lloris has it covered anyway. But still would have been a fantastic goal. Would have been an all-timer World Cup, you know. Obviously, great World Cup goals, certainly. But sometimes it's when they happen, isn't it? It's the magnitude of when they happen. We're just seeing here, Giroud hitting the post, hitting the outside of the post. And to be honest, Morocco really get away with one because I understand that Saiss is a talismanic figure for Morocco. He's their captain. He's their leader. But he had no business playing this evening. I mean, when you pull your hamstring in the last 16, everyone knows your tournament's over. When you pull your hamstring, immediately it's 2-3 weeks out. Even the slightest twinge, because once it's gone, it's gone. And the fact that he played in the quarterfinal was nothing more of a miracle. It was practically a miracle. And he even had to go off then because it was that bad. So the fact that he was starting tonight, I did find that quite odd, to be honest with you. So again, I think Morocco get away with one because that could have cost them a goal. And if they go down 2-0, it's game over. So Giroud hitting the post was actually quite fortunate for them. But again, they still had opportunities, France, certainly. And I think they kind of got away with it a little bit there. See what you guys are saying as well. Currency says that bicycle was a desperate attempt for a 1-1 before half time. I'm not sure what the point of that is because at the same time, a desperate attempt. They're trying to score. They're 1-0 down. That's kind of the point. Is it not? Yeah, I'm not sure. I was a desperate attempt to try and score and equalise and put the ball in the back of the net. What else are people saying here? Ed says, I both understand why, and I think it's completely ridiculous that Saiss played. Yeah, I think it's trying to get their captain to play, but I think in their heart of hearts, everyone you'd know if you were going to make it through 90 minutes. And bear in mind that Morocco's game plan would be to make it to maybe penalties or extra time. He wouldn't play in more than 10 minutes of that game. It was just... It was not the right move to play him at all, and I felt like that's trying to force the issue when you both know that he's not going to make it through the game at all. I can't get the comment off the screen. There you go. Starlord says he's so sick. Well, I'm sure the UV community will send you well wishes, send you positive thoughts. Again, there's a lot of illness, as you can tell. There's a lot of illness. I don't know why I pointed to that. I'm in my voice. There's a lot of illness going around at the moment. As Ed says, of course they're desperate. They're losing. Yes, that's why I didn't understand about that one. Yaz says, Ziyech will score, mark my words, and then they will win on penalties. Well, look, that's the thing. It's 1-0 to France, but Morocco are not out of this at all. I forgot about that foul that Boufal got booked for. a foul on Teo Hernandez. I don't see how that's a foul by Boufal. That rhymes. I thought it was more of a foul on Boufal from Teo Hernandez. I don't know how he gets booked there. Is no one not talking about that? I mean, I don't know what they were saying in terms of the analysis here. I thought it was a penalty. I can't believe he got booked for it. I thought it was a pen. I'm glad they're talking about it now on commentary or punditry at halftime, because they made no reference to that on commentary. Of course, when I'm watching the game, I can hear the commentary through my headphones, and they said nothing. And I thought, have we viewed that wrong? Because that really felt like a penalty to me. But referee didn't give it. I mean, and they're fine margins people will look at, absolutely. Razzie says Morocco look dangerous. And Alicia says, also, today's my 30th. So it's a great day for a semi-final. Well, happy birthday, Anna Alicia. Happy 30th birthday. I'm sure the UV community will send you birthday wishes in the chat as well. Happy birthday. I'm not going to sing because last time I sung here on the channel, I got ridiculed for I did a happy birthday to Fleck. And it wasn't good, in fairness. It was poor. G41 said, I thought it was corruption. Robert said they did make reference to it on BBC. Yeah, I just saw them at half-time. That's what I mean. That's why I record it. But on commentary, I didn't hear them say anything about it, really. Again, they just did at half-time. But I thought, I was convinced that might have been a penalty. That was crazy. But what does everyone think for the second half as well? Is there a chance that Morocco can get back into this one? Is there a chance that we could be going further? Is there a chance we could be going to extra time or penalties? Oh, England. Oh, I'm just seeing Gareth Southgate, and I guess they've left Qatar. They've flown back home. Oh, man, wow. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of discourse, isn't there, about, could we have a new England? I don't want to see highlights of this game. Oh, why have they got to show me highlights of this one? Oh, they're showing me highlights of England's loss against France, the Harry Kane penalty. Oh, no. I don't need to see it again. And having all of these interviews. No, I don't need to see it once more. Oh, England. Why would you do that thing to me? The thing is, as I said, with the Harry Kane penalty miss, unfortunately, that is now one of those infamous, and there's many of them for England, infamous World Cup moments, whether it's David Beckham getting sent off against Argentina, whether it's the goal that never was against Germany, whether it's the Ronaldo wink with Wayne Rooney in 2006, whether it's the Ronaldinho lob of David Seaman in 2002. People will talk about the Harry Kane miss of 2022 because England's just getting that. So they've got those moments. They've got all of those moments. Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? But like I said, I've come to expect that. I've grown up knowing nothing else apart from England's heartbreak in World Cups. And look, here's hoping next time, right? If you don't believe, what can you do? Anisha, yes, it was her birthday, and she got a ton of well wishes. That's what I'd like to see. Says, thanks all. Not a United fan, but definitely 100% a United U fan. I appreciate that. Fantastic. What else are we seeing here? Goals for George says, if Morocco don't win this game, I would like them to win third place against Croatia. Austin saying Marcel Gate. I'm not sure what that... Oh, for the illness, maybe. We've got over 300 people watching. We are 11 likes away from 150. So if you haven't already, click that like button. The aim's to get to 150 before the second half kicks off. As always, that's the plan. Alex Course says, Ronaldinho meant that goal against David Seaman. But he looked up, didn't he? But you know what I mean? They're infamous moments. They're certainly infamous moments. And, yeah, and that Harry Kane miss is going to be one of them. Absolutely. Oh, yes, Austin Baker saying it's still mad that Marcel jinxed. Yes, I recall that. Yeah, again, it all feels like a blur. But he did say, yeah, I can't remember the exact phrase. And basically, he was like, he does this every day in training, no problem. Oh, that's how. Oh, man. But look, that's England. I'm over it at this point. All I care about now is Manchester United. Manchester United will be back in action in 7 days' time. 7 days' time, United get back underway against Burnley in the Carabao Cup 4th round at Old Trafford. Who's going to play in those games? We really don't know, actually. Logically, you would think that Rafael Varane, Lisandro Martinez will not be playing, which is a concern. Maybe they'll be back in time in terms of being up and ready and available to play for December 27th against, I think it's Forest. But as far as that Carabao Cup game, you would think it's going to probably be Lindelof and Maguire. But I mean, that should be enough to beat Burnley, you would think. But at the same time, a lot of those rotation players played in those 2 games in Spain, and we were terrible. Like, they are 2 of some of the worst games that I have seen was those 2 friendlies. Now, obviously, not every single person that played in those 2 games is going to play, but there'll be people that do. Ed says, I think everyone who didn't go to the knockouts plays. I did see that Christian Eriksen was back at Carrington. But I mean, we'll do previews here on the channel closer to the time once we get more team information, team news about that. Got to hit the ground running though. Look, Carabao Cup's one of those competitions that might be looking to win. A lot of the big teams have gone, and Burnley are a different Burnley. It's not the Sean Dyche Burnley anymore. It's the Vincent Kompany Burnley who play possession-based football, and it's going to be an interesting one because they'll go into it thinking, United very much disrupted by the World Cup. How ready are they? So it's going to be a fascinating watch, but we'll be live covering it all. You know us here at United View. So that's in 7 days' time. Actually, in 7 days' time exactly to now, the game would have just kicked off. We'd be 2 minutes into the game because it's an 8 o'clock kickoff at Old Trafford on the 21st of December, 4 days before Christmas. And then 2 days afterwards, we're not playing on Boxing Day. We're playing on the 27th against Forest. So that's going to be the case. Gemini says 7 days. Give us a KG and Owen skip, please. Wow, you never know when they're going to drop. We have to come up with a concept. We have to come up with ideas. But you never know. And the best way to find all of them is go on to KG's channel, KG That Comedian. Be sure to subscribe because again, you never know what could happen or what could drop at any point. They're a lot of fun to do. Absolutely. This is probably Fleck says. England plus Owen equals, what is that? I can't see. Oh, is it hope? I don't know. Is it meant to be a syringe? Oh, it's a syringe. Inject it. Oh, I see. Inject it. Wow. I had to properly read it. Hopium. Right. Got it. Yeah. But the emoji was crap. That's why. I could barely read. Look at that. That looks like whatever Bane had in Batman and Robin. Looks like, what does Bane have? What's it called? It looked like that. It was disgrace. It was a cheat. It fell flat, Josh. It fell flat. Disgrace cheat. We're 2 likes away from 150, by the way, guys. Antoine Griezmann stands over it. Stands over the, it's hard to do 32. Oh, it's a hopium. Oh, we're underway. Is that a new emoji? Is that what's happened? Oh, it's not. Wow. Either way, I had to properly squint my eyes to read it. Second half is underway, by the way. France 1, Morocco 0. I was proper I think we might have had some substitutes in this half. I was just listening to the commentary there. We'll try and work out who they are in just a second. But it would appear that those players that were injury doubts for Morocco have all now gone off. Here's Unahi. Oh, it's a poor pass. Went to pass it to Ziyech and puts it out for a France throw-in. So, Allah's come on for Mazraoui. And again, all of those people that were injury doubts have all gone, essentially. So Allah's come on at left back, and Amalah's come on in midfield. That was in the first half for Sais. Here's Chouameni. Amrabat wins the ball back. Morocco here on the counter-attack. Amala and Griezmann reads it back. Here's Theo Hernandez down the left-hand side. Oh, Griezmann, he's managed to get away from Hakimi. Kylian Mbappe, he's going to try and go past Amrabat. He does with ease. Kylian Mbappe's in the box, cuts it back. The cutback wasn't good. Comes to the edge of the box, though. It's a shot, it's blocked. Kem says happy 43rd or 43rd, but Michael Owen. Is it Michael Owen's birthday today, or do you think I'm 43? Because I know I've been ill, but I've not aged that much in 72 hours. I'm like Benjamin Button. I'm like a pear. I age overnight. Or is it actually Michael Owen's birthday today? Konate. Oh, that's brilliant. Look at that. Oh, isn't it? Mbappe. Oh, he went down. He has a look at the referee saying, oh, I might want something. The referee is saying no. Bono's been hurt. But yes, the Minions assemble. Mina has now got an emoji. An emoji has landed. The Minions. Oh, my chat isn't updating with the new emojis. That's why. So I can't see. But yes, Minions assemble. There's several. There's Queen Mean, the Minions, the Meanies. So drop ball. Bono's going to take it. I know I have to refresh my chat box. That means I have to load it back into OBS. Oh, what a pain. Here's Unahi. Right, let me refresh this. There you go. Here's Hakimi. Oh, Unahi nearly had the ball. Ball still in play. Hakimi nearly puts it in. It's blocked out. Chouameni with the flick away. Foul kindly to Dembele. And now it's Allah's on the ball. There you go. There you go. Hakimi puts out to Ziyech. Can he deliver the ball? It's still only 1-0. Morocco's still in this. Ziyech puts the ball in. Blocked away. I can now see them all. Yes. There is the new Mina emoji. There is the hopium emoji. Which looks nuclear. Because it's like luminous green. So it's hopium, which apparently is radioactive. Not only is it just dangerous, because hopium is very addictive. I think recent studies have said it's 10 times more addictive than crack. It's all the radioactive. Hakimi puts the ball in. Oh, it's blocked. Mbappe. Oh, he skipped past a couple of Morocco players. Amrabat still chasing him. Ah, brilliant. It's not a foul either. It's a great tackle. Mbappe can roll around as much as he wants. It's brilliant by Amrabat. Absolutely superb. He got the ball. I mean, Mbappe's rolling around. Mbappe sprints down. Absolutely sprints down the left-hand side of the pitch. And Amrabat keeps up with him. It's a oh, he doesn't get any of the ball. I don't think he gets any of the ball. The referee don't give it. Ah. Did he get the ball? Although he was looking for it, though. Again, one of the perks of the UV Members Club is you get your badges, your emojis, which are our new ones, your exclusive members only content as well. 2 videos dropped today. A Q&A, a live Q&A with myself, and also the latest episode of UV Raw. New emojis coming soon. I believe that people wanted a flip-flop emoji. Flip-flop. The flip-flop emoji. But there is now the meaner emoji for all of the meanies, the minions. There he is, the Emperor himself. Unlimited power. Today I feel French. No. That's how he talks. The Emperor. No. No. Onahi. Hakim Ziyech. Onahi once again. Here's Ziyech down the right-hand side. That's a good pass. Boufal, ball in. Comes to the back post. Ah, Allah misses it. Ah, slices it. Hakimi. They're getting chances. Allah. Oh. A good pass. He's in behind. Allah now. Can he deliver? Allah puts the ball across goal. Oh! Into the 6-yard box. Kanate. Great defending. Amrabat takes a shot. That's twice. Twice. They've nearly been there, Morocco. Nearly. They are not going down without a fight. What's that? Can you hear it? That's them knocking at the French door. Oh, it nearly comes to En-Nesyri. Nearly. Really good defending by Kanate. Nearly. This ain't over, folks. Not by a long shot. It's a great clearance. Look at this. Boufal. Great ball into the box. And it's Varane. Brilliant defending by the Rolls Royce, the Golf, the Wraith. Varane just gets in there ahead of En-Nesyri. This game's got everything about it. 54 minutes gone. France 1, Morocco 0. Ed says, Peter Jury hasn't got nothing on Owen. Jury doesn't do sound effects. I love Peter Jury. I know people don't like him, but I'm a big fan of his work. Hakim Ziyech. The entire France side behind the ball, penned in to their half. Ziyech switches out to Hakimi. First time touch. Onahi, it's got to be a foul. Referee shakes his head and says no. I thought it was a foul. The game plays on. The Mexican referee saying no. Nearly 10 minutes into this second half here in the second World Cup semi-final. France 1, Morocco 0, but it's been all the African side so far. Amrabat. Dari. Out to Ziyech once again. Step over. Gets it onto his left foot. Puts it out. And Al Yamik gives the ball away. They're trying to win it back. They do so. It was Boufal. Oh, it's back. Oh, look at this. The flip-flop emoji has arrived. Perfect for one KG that comedian. The flip-flops. Not the flip-flops. Not the sky blue flip-flops. Look at them. Look at them. It's even a pair of them as well, because it's plural. Flip-flops. As Josh said, not the flip-flops. Flip-flops are in. You know us, guys. We cater to our UV members. You tell us the emojis. They get updated every so often, like today. So next time there's a full view, you can say, well, let's go on that opinion. You were saying the opposite before. Flip-flop. And a yellow card. It's Ziyech. It's a good pass. Onahi. Puts it across goal. It nearly comes to Hakimi. Nearly again. Nearly. Just a tease. It's a tease. They've won it back. Here's Ziyech once more. He's gone past Teo Hernandez. Ziyech. That should be a corner. And they've said no. They've said it's a goal kick. Oh, but Morocco are still pushing, still pushing. Look at that. Austin Baker just demonstrating some of the emojis available. Here, this way. Look at these. Look at them. Look at all of them. If you're members of the UV Members Club, you get them all. Such as radioactive hopium. Kylian Mbappe's pointing at his boots. He's trying to dub his laces. Listen to the noise in Qatar right now. Kylian Mbappe, I've never heard anyone get booed so loudly for doing up their laces. The Moroccan fans are all over the French superstar. Well, it's a nasty tackle as well, it must be said, by Dari on Mbappe. Does catch him. And I think he's going to change boots. Wants to change his boot. 57 minutes gone. France 1, Morocco 0. Morocco have dominated this second half so far. Be sure to smash a like on the like button. 27 likes away from 200. See if we can get there before we even get anywhere near full time. Still plenty of time left to go in this one. 32 minutes remain. Here's Chouameni. Fofana. Terrible pass from Fofana. There's a chance of a counter-attack, and that looks to be what France are trying to do in this second half. Bono with a kick. To Dari. Marcus Thuram might be coming on for France. El Yamik. Hakimi. Everything still looks to be coming from that dangerous... Nearly took my microphone off. Dangerous right-hand side. I'm getting so involved, I'm slapping around equipment. Too animated. Bono. The France side, happy to get behind the ball. Happy to look for the counter-attack. Morocco, trying to force the question. There's no high press whatsoever from France. Happy just to sit in behind. Hakimi. Ziyech. Here's Boufal. Oh, I mean, even Boufal is on that right-hand side now. They've got everything going down the right. Here comes France on the counter-attack. Kylian Mbappe is through on goal. He's got to be offside. Linesman hasn't put the flag up. He's got to be off, though. Antoine Griezmann takes the shot. She's got to be offside. Now the flag goes up. You knew he was off. It was so redundant. It's Amrabat. Oof. Hakim Ziyech. Dari. Onahi. Onahi once again. Who has been brilliant in this World Cup. A switch ball. Aiming for Allah out there. Doesn't get it. Here come France on the counter-attack. Antoine Griezmann. That might be a foul by Allah on Griezmann. It is. "60 minutes gone. France 1, Morocco 0. 24 likes away from 200, folks. And obviously, look, if France get a goal here, it is game over, you would think. But they, and France could get a goal at any point. You do feel that. Amrabat wins the ball back again. Look at him, and then he travels it, and it's a good pass as well. Great turn. Amrabat's a player. He really is. And it's Amala who gives the ball away. But Amrabat, he's just quality in the middle of the pitch. Wins the ball back. Good turn. Releases the ball. He's all over the pitch. Whoever does get him, I mean, currently plays for Fiorentina. Not for much longer, one would think. He's a player. Hakim Ziyech with the ball. Gives it out to Onahi. Doesn't go out for a throw-in in the end. Ball cleared up the line. Dari. Ziyech once again. Hakimi. Dari. El Yamik. Amrabat once more. The entire French team pen back into their own half. Boufal also on that right-hand side. Jinks in behind. Cuts it back. Oh, and again, just was no one just there. But it's great play by Boufal. He's got such good feet. It was real good play by Griezmann. Managed to clear it. He just manages to pop up in those right spaces, doesn't he? It's a real fascinating watch at the moment. Hakimi. Here's Ziyech once more. Cuts inside onto the left foot. It's a teasing ball. Oh, headed away by Varane. Just that composure, that experience. He's just got it. Mbappe trying to take on the Moroccan players. They managed to do just about enough. He tried to take on Dari, who looks scared, it must be said. I think it's actually Onahi who does the tackle to put it out for a throw-in. Still 1-0. Morocco still in this. But the game hanging on a knife edge. The next goal, critical. Morocco score, they're back in it. France score, it's game over. Listen to the boos, the whistles. Ring out through the stadium in Qatar with this rare bit of France possession. Konate. Tries the ball over the top. Griezmann wins the header. An important header to win as well. Ball into the box. There's nobody there. It was by Dembele, who's actually been quite poor in this game, it must be said. Amrabat. Good pass. Ziyech. 64 minutes gone. 1-0 to France. But you do feel like Morocco might just make opportunities. Amrabat. Boufal travels with it and just really overhits the pass. He's trying to have a go at Allah. But Allah's looking back at him and said, no, you've just smashed the pass out for a throw-in. There's going to be a change for France. And it looks like Giroud's going to come off. And it's going to be Thuram, I think so. Marcus Thuram's going to come off for Olivier Giroud. So to me, this says they're really, really looking to play on the counter-attack now. They want even more pace on the counter. Giroud off, Thuram on. And I think this might mean that Mbappe goes to playing up front. Yeah, Mbappe's going to be playing through the middle. So basically, now when France are on the counter, it's going to be rapid. Here is Thuram. Oh, he nearly made it through the two Moroccan defenders. And the referee's let it go. That might be a corner. It's gone for a goal kick, actually. But now, once France counter-attack, the pace is going to be absolutely insane. En-Nesyri comes off, and so does Boufal. I'm surprised that Boufal comes off. Not so much for En-Nesyri, because he's just barely touched the ball throughout the entirety of the game. Boufal's a surprising one. It has looked dangerous, but Hamdallah and Aboukau's coming on. But both managers making changes here. Amrabat. Onahi. 20 likes away from 200, by the way, guys. If you haven't already, click that like button. Amrabat. Ziyech. Travelling with the ball. Oh, nearly got involved there by Kunde. It's a ball in. Oh, it's just over the head. Just. Oh, it was close once again for Morocco. For Abukal. I mean, he would have... Let's have a look at this. I mean, surely he would have been... I don't know if he would have been offside. I'm not sure. But it was close. Really, really close. Throw in for France. Theo Hernandez to take. He's taking his time taking it. Throws it to Thuram. Spins Hakimi easily. Thuram. Hakimi. Fouls Thuram. Drew the foul. I think it's really poor defending from Hakimi. It's clear that Thuram's looking for it. And he's in a tight space. He's got nobody around him. He's going nowhere. And Hakimi gives it away. I'm not sure what he's doing. It's a clear foul. It's really silly defending. Free kick to France. Going to be Griezmann to stand over it. Atletico Madrid's Antoine Griezmann stands over this one. Varane and co standing in the box. The boos and the whistles ring out. Griezmann ball in. Oh, it nearly landed on a French head as well. Kunde. Oh, it's a good pass. It's Kylian Mbappe. Cuts back inside Mbappe. It's a great block. And Varane went for a header. It's a fantastic block, and it's now given offside. It might have been Yamik with the block, and Mbappe was actually offside in the end. Amrabat. Is there hope for Morocco left in this one? Amrabat goes long. Couldn't find a red shirt. Oh, Ousmane Dembele skipped past two players. He's going to keep going. Ousmane Dembele. And it's Yamik. Oh, it's Amala. Pits his pocket in the end. But it's a great run by Dembele. He skipped past like 2 or 3 red shirts. I mean, so far you would say that Morocco can hold their heads high. They could have capitulated after going 1-0 down in 5 minutes. They have created chances. And there's still 20 minutes that remain. Hamdallah has lost it. Here comes Thuram again. He's going to get there first. Oh, they might be in trouble here. That's got to be a foul. It has to be a foul. Dari fouls Thuram. I mean, that should probably be a yellow card, is what must be said. Griezmann to take the free kick for France. It's in a good area. I don't think he'll go for goal. Looks like he's going to try and put the ball into box. Plenty of height in there as well. Konate, Varane. You've got Varane actually standing in an offside position before the ball even goes in there. Referee just checking with him that he knows that. Now Varane's trying to get back into the line. Griezmann, ball in. It's a good one. Oh, it's an opportunity. Headed just wide. I think it's from Konate. It was actually Thuram. Let's have a look at this here. It's a really good ball from Griezmann. Actually, Thuram should probably do better. He should score. He's under a bit of pressure and he just lets the ball hit him instead of attacking it. And that could have been 2-0 to France. That could have been game over. Dari to Hakimi. Onahi went to spin the midfielder. Didn't work out. Bit of a miscommunication there by Onahi and Ziyech. Thuram, nearly managed to get out of between like 3 red shirts. Griezmann goes down after a foul by Amrabat. Justin says, Owen, your commentary sounds as exciting as the Spanish guys. Wow. I appreciate the kind words, Justin. Try and do something a little bit different, you know. If you want an alternate commentary track, you can come here. If you want to talk the game, you can come here. Konate, Rafael Varane. Easy for me to say. All the way back to Hugo Lloris. Lloris kicks the ball long up the pitch. Thuram nearly again. He's looked really lively since he's come on, Thuram, it must be said as well. He's got pace. Hakimi hasn't been able to keep up with him. He's also got just that element of physicality that I don't think Morocco can deal with. And again, it's just that extra amount of pace that now they have to deal with. Without Giroud on the pitch, who has obviously that aerial physical threat, they've now got to deal with Mbappe through the middle, Thuram on the left-hand side. Dari to Hakimi. It's a poor pass from Ziyech, and France are just growing back into this one. They're just making chances. This is an opportunity for Fana. Thuram down the left-hand side once again. Thuram puts the ball back across for Fana. Hits it behind the goal. Maybe it needed one more pass. But that's 2 or 3 times now. Thuram's getting in behind. But I tell you what, Morocco are taking this quickly. They're getting players up the pitch. Ziyech. Hakimi. Hakimi keeps going. Onahi, Hakimi, and Ziyech. It's been that 3, hasn't it, for Morocco throughout a lot of the tournament. Down the right-hand side. Onahi, ball into the box. And it's Rafael Varane once again. It's a free kick to France. Griezmann was bundled over in the end. I think it was by Amala. But again, it's that right-hand side. That's where any kind of danger is going to come from. It's Hakimi, it's Ziyech, it's Onahi. That's just, they've got to get them on the ball more often. But France, they have this ability, particularly people like Varane, is regardless of the amount of pressure, regardless of the noise, regardless of whatever, it's always just cruise control. I don't care. Composure's there. 11 likes away from 200, by the way, guys. If you haven't already, click that like button. Speaking of the composure, here's Varane. Konate. Chouameni took too long on the ball. He's been dispossessed. Here come Morocco. He's into the box. Hamdallah, got to take the shot. Why haven't you taken the shot, Hamdallah? He's got to hit it. Oh, they're trying. Abu Klau. Allah. Why didn't he take the shot? He tried to take about 500 touches. I can't believe he didn't take the shot. Put your name in the headlines. Put your name in the history books. He couldn't. He said, I can't do it. You can't. Marcus Thuram. Now France are on the attack. Chouameni. Hamdallah, he'd done all the difficult stuff. He's into the box and he takes a touch. Cuts inside again. Cuts inside. Cuts inside. Cuts inside. Dembele. Varane tried that Hollywood pass. It wasn't there. But Hamdallah, how many touches do you want to take? It's a World Cup semi-final. Chouameni was dispossessed. He keeps running. It's there. He keeps trying to go inside out against Koundé. No, you can't. Take the shot. Even if you think there isn't enough room, you might get a block, you might get a deflection, something might happen. But you've got to take the shot. He didn't. And it's still 1-0 to France. 76 minutes gone. Hakimi. Looks like Ezelawi is going to come on soon for Morocco. Amrabat. Oh, he spins him. Abu Klal. Oh, nearly got back into the box. Allah runs down the left-hand side. Hamdallah works his way into the box. Abu Klal. That's poor. You need to get it across goal. That's a couple of opportunities for Hamdallah now. You've got to make more of it. If it's a World Cup semi-final and you're taking on Koundé, he scuffs it out for a goal kick. Now we're going to have the substitute actually substituted. Amala's off. And we're going to have Ezelawi come on. Bear in mind, he was substituted, very early on in the game. Sort of 15 minutes in or so. Ezazuli is coming on. And it looks like Ousmane Dembele is about to come off too. Dembele coming off. And Kolo Muani coming on for Dembele. "78 minutes gone. France 1, Morocco 0. 12 minutes remain plus stoppage time between France booking a World Cup final appearance against Argentina. Their aim to becoming back-to-back world champions is still on as of right now. Morocco, their aim of becoming the first ever African side to reach a World Cup final doesn't look likely at this point. Especially now. Mbappe spins away from the defender. Thuram, he's in the box. Shifts back onto his right foot. Mbappe rides the tackle. Kylian Mbappe. Oh, it's going to go in. It's a tap in. It's a tap in. And the substitute scored. It's 2-0. France. It might be his first touch, but Kolo Muani has made it 2-0. And that's going to be it. Game over. It's over. It's over. Kolo Muani scores. And that might be all she wrote, folks. And now the World Cup holders look like they're going to be going into the World Cup final to defend their trophy. Have we seen France book themselves into the final? Are we about to see back-to-back champions if they're going to face Argentina on Sunday in Qatar? It's over. They gave the ball away. It was sloppy, but look at the feet from Mbappe. He spins away from the first tackle. Thuram works his way into the box. He gives it back to Mbappe. And look, he just skips all of these tackles. Keeps going. See you later. Gets a little deflection. He takes a shot, actually. He doesn't pass it. But it's an easy tap-in from Kolo Muani. You would maybe say to Allah at the back post, he loses his concentration for half a second. He's ball watching. Allah's ball watching. He doesn't realise his man's behind him, Kolo Muani. And if you ball watch for half a second, if you lose concentration for half a second, a fraction of a second in a World Cup semi-final against the world champions, you will be punished. Just ask England. Just ask anyone that's played France in this tournament so far. You will be punished. And that is exactly what has happened to Morocco. You have been punished. It's 2-0 and it looks like it's going to be Mbappe versus Messi in the final on Sunday in Qatar. 3 likes away from 200, folks. 2-0 to France. 10 minutes remain. And despite Morocco knocking on the door, despite them giving everything they've got, it would appear it's not been enough. Here come Morocco once again. I mean, they've got to get 2 goals in 10 minutes. It would be one of the biggest miracles, you would think, in World Cup history. They've made history so far. I think that they're going to have to do something even more miraculous just to stay into this one, to take it to extra time. We have seen it in this tournament. Do you remember the Netherlands? Do you remember the Netherlands versus Argentina? They were 2-0 down and they scored 2 goals in 10 minutes. Maybe a bit longer because the time added on. So it is possible, but it's very, very unlikely. Very, very unlikely. Exactly. Inject the radioactive hopium. Hakimi's lost it. Kylian Mbappe, who at this point doesn't need to get into the box. He doesn't need to. He's toying with the Moroccan defenders. And now France, frankly, are just toying with Morocco. Raphael Varane. I think that one speaks for itself. Crackhead. Got any hopium? Got any goals? David De Gea? Got any keepers who can do good distribution? Got any goalkeeper passes? Just one of the perks. Just one of the perks of the UV Members Club. Hakimi. Just over 7 minutes remain. As Alawi. Amrabat goes for the switch. Nobody there. It must have been Kolo Muani's first touch, because I don't think he touched it. One touch is a tap-in. And it must be said, I know Mbappe gets a bit of luck with his with the deflection of his shot, but the way he just skips past like 2 or 3 Moroccan defenders there is nothing short of magic. It's to be a free kick or a throw-in to Morocco. Hakim Ziyech stands over this free kick. Something has to happen for Morocco to have any chance, any opportunities. And it's kicking off inside the area. I think it's El Yamik is squaring up to... Sure, it might be Thuram, I think it is. The referee's having a word with El Yamik. Kanate it was. Ziyech stands over this free kick. Order the players across the edge of the box. Ziyech, it's a ball in. Headed away by Antoine Griezmann, who's just been everywhere, hasn't he? I think you have to give major credit to Griezmann as well. He's been everywhere. He's been all over the pitch. He always finds a way, both offensively, but actually defensively a lot, to be in the right place at the right time. Again, as a number 10, he just drops into the right places. He drops really deep, finds the right pass. He's not a number 10 that's always really high up the pitch. He'll come back in, come really deep, and do defensive work. I've been really impressed by Griezmann. Amrabat. Hakim Ziyech. Hakimi. Amrabat. Allah. Passes it all the way back to the centre-back. Ball delivered in. Ziyech. It's inside the box. Ziyech tries to take on the defender. Goes out for a goal kick. And it's just great defended by Thuram. And I think that kind of sums up Morocco today. That one-on-one duel between Ziyech and Thuram. A lot of fight. A lot of grit. A lot of determination. A lot of never give up, never say die attitude from the African side. But quality has just proven to be too much. And they say the cream always rises to the top, and I feel like it has in this game. They've knocked on the door several times, but that France defence has been resolute. I think Varane and Konate have been immense. I don't think it's a case of Morocco playing badly. I think it's a case of when you play the world champions, in big matches, in semi-final moments, they deliver. And that's the difference. Josh says, told you. Same thing happened against England. Don't even bring up the name. Don't want to talk about it. Hakimi cuts inside. Hakimi still trying to take on Theo Hernandez. This might have gone out. I think it has. It's a goal kick for France. Couldn't keep it in play. And I think also the thing you have to be careful about when you play France is obviously people talk about Mbappe and people talk about his quality, but if you focus on him, you're going to put yourself in a lot of bother. Yes, obviously for that second goal it is Mbappe, but you know if you focus on him too much, you just look at the goal scorers. It's Theo Hernandez and Kolo Muani. You know, they've got a lot of good players, and the fact that frankly France have made it to a World Cup final without Karim Benzema, without Nkunku, without Paul Pogba, without N'Golo Kante is a bit of a joke. It really is a joke. They lost 4 world-class players and they've still comfortably made it to a final. It's something else. And a lot of the players they got, they're hardly old as well. Yeah, Giroud's old, but they got players coming through. And look at the players they got on the bench. The young players. Camavinga, Saliba, Thuram, Coman. Like this, it's not even like just a generation thing. They've got these young players coming through. They are a dangerous side for a long time. And I know it's messy, and I know Argentina have a good side, but they go into that final on Sunday at favourites in my eyes. Lloris with the kick. Thuram jumped into Dari. Here's Amrabat. And the game, as you would expect, when you get a second goal in the 79th minute, just fizzling out now. Amrabat travelling with the ball. Puts it back out to Allah on the left-hand side. Ball over the top. It's got to be offside, surely. Took a shot, Abu Klao, and he was offside. There's going to be a minimum of 6 additional minutes here. It's a lot of... well, it's close, actually. I mean, he's probably just off. It was very tight. But one thing, I don't think you can say that Morocco bottled this game or they didn't show up. I think they left everything off on the pitch. I think they can hold their heads high. They're the underdogs for a reason. Here come Morocco once again, still endeavouring. But, I mean, their form coming into the tournament, I think they'd won 1 game in 6 matches heading into these World Cup finals in Qatar. But it doesn't matter, doesn't it? It's about peaking at the right moment. And when it comes to tournament football, when it comes to World Cups, this group of French players know how to get it done. Even with all of the injuries, they know how to get it done. And as I mentioned, there are still a lot of real quality French players coming up. So I don't think that if France win this World Cup, I don't think it's a case of, well, that's them done. That's their generation over. Far from it. The scary thing is this could only just be the beginning. And, you know, Kylian Mbappe, the fact that Mbappe, how old is Mbappe? He's 23. He's 24 in 6 days' time. He could have 2 World Cups by the time he's 24 is incredible. And 4 years' time, would you bet against him? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You would not bet against him in 4 years' time. Which is scary. You know, the guy's writing his own legacy. Hakimi. Mbappe nutmegs Amrabat, skips past the defender. Hakimi does well in the end. Oh, it's a good tackle as well from Theo Hernandez on Hakim Ziyech. Ziyech travels with it. Tries to cut back inside. Couldn't do so. And as I mentioned, the game's really just fizzled out. I think Morocco know it's over. France know it's over, and they're just sort of playing out the remaining time now. Be sure to smash a like on the like button, guys. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right-hand corner as well. Ziyech. Still trying to find something. They more than a miracle at this point. Amrabat puts the ball in, or falls to the back post. El Zazuli. Onahi. Puts it over the bar. It's a corner. I mean, I just thought, there's just no way. There's just no way. You can't even give it like, what if? Amrabat. Ball in. Onahi. Blocked. Headed back to Bono in goal. Morocco continued to travel with the ball. As I mentioned, you've got to credit their endeavour. You really do. Their work rate has been fantastic. Oh, what a run this would be if he cuts it back. Oh, can't find him. Volleys it. Oh no! How's it not got in? Oh, what a block on the line! How haven't they scored? Hamdallah. Koundé's managed to block the ball. Incredible block. Oh, what a block by Koundé. How it's not gone in, I have no idea. You would argue Morocco maybe deserve a goal today. But this French defence, I was praising them earlier. Koundé, Varane, Konate and Theo Hernandez have been absolutely sensational. They have been rock solid. Solid as a rock. Or is it maybe in a French accent? I don't know how you would say it. But they've been brilliant. Ball over the top. Oh, Zuli nearly looked for an overhead kick and he was offside. But, what a block by Jules Koundé. Look at this. It's a great run. And he just cuts it back. And it's actually quite sloppy in the end. I think from Konate. Onahi takes a shot. And it's the number 9, Hamdallah. How is he missing? To be honest, it's a decent block from Koundé. But Hamdallah, how he's not managed to get more on. And he's had opportunities. Since he's come on, Hamdallah has had multiple opportunities. And he's scuffed every single one of them. 60 seconds remain, and France are heading to back-to-back World Cup finals. There are tears in the crowd of sadness and joy. Sadness coming from the Moroccan fans, joy from the French fans as they know they're about to book their ticket in the most watched match on earth this Sunday. Amrabat. Oh, he slipped. He grabbed the ball. It's got to be a handball. He just grabbed it. The players are just all walking around now. Allez le bleu. And that is it. It is full time. France are the first nation to reach successive World Cup finals since Brazil. When did they do that? 20 years ago, the first side to reach successive and back-to-back World Cup finals in 20 years. The world champions will defend their championship trophy on Sunday against Argentina in Qatar. It will be Messi versus Mbappe. Morocco, you have to give them credit for their endeavour. You have to give them credit for their spirit. You have to give them credit for the history that they've made in this tournament. The first ever African side to reach the semi-finals, but they will not be the first ever African side to reach the finals of the World Cup because they've been comfortably, I say comfortably, but they have been defeated by France today by 2-0, and the world champions showing why they're champions, showing the class, showing the quality, and showing when it matters, they've got the composure. And that's exactly what they did today. 2-0 to France against Morocco. And now we turn our attentions to Sunday. It will be France versus Argentina. Messi versus Mbappe. It's going to be special. Varane versus Martinez, if Martinez starts, of course. When it comes to Morocco, they'll be in the third place playoff against Croatia. And they can still play for a lot. They can still hold their heads high. They can still make history. They've already made history, first ever African side in the semi-final. They can continue to make it by becoming the first ever African side to finish third at a World Cup. But they will not be heading towards the final. And Boufal, Ziyech, Amrabat and co, their competition stops here in terms of progression. But a thoroughly enjoyable match. And now we have two Manchester United centre-backs in the World Cup final in Rafael Varane and Lisandro Martinez. And this World Cup is going to end with either France winning the trophy back-to-back, or we're going to see Argentina and Messi. Is Messi going to lift the World Cup trophy for the first time? Certainly very interesting. Well, the poll in itself, a lot of people said, 61% of you said that France was going to win this one. And indeed, you were correct. You absolutely were correct. And now the question is, as I mentioned, who will hold that trophy on Sunday? Either way, we will be back live. I will be back live with you to find out together. In addition to that, I'll also be live Saturday for that third place playoff to see, look, again, can Morocco make history? Can Morocco become the first ever African side to finish third at a World Cup? History can still be made, and history will continue to be made. And whilst obviously I guess a lot of the Moroccan fans would be sad right now, they still can hold their heads up incredibly high. Absolutely incredibly high. But France, they just do this. When it matters, they get the job done. They really do. Guys, be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Plenty of UV content coming. Plenty of UV content on the horizon. We'll be back with another video very soon. I'm out of here. Have a good Wednesday evening, and I'll speak to you again very soon. Peace.